So in this video, I'm literally going to teach you exactly how to get rid of bad habits, but also how to build good habits, right? So there's two kind of options you have, because I personally know that this guide that I'm giving you, it's going to save you hours of your time if you actually let it, right? Um the thing is, I've watched all these books, I've seen all these habit guides. Like, even when you look around me, you see like the Atomic Habits somewhere. I don't know exactly know where it is, but you see books like these, and I implemented it, bro. I implemented it. But some things, like, because I used to be like heavily addicted to video games, like 12 hours a day, then to fapping as well, like 3 times a day, stuff like that, right? My screen time was up like crazy, but I managed to quit all of them. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do so as well. Um, you have kind of two options. The first one is that you just watch this video and you quit. I can guarantee you that if you just watch this video, I know that the frameworks that I'm giving you, they work, because I've hopped on like, I don't know, 50 calls with people at this point to fix basically their habits, right? I know what works for people, I know what doesn't work for people, but also I know what worked for me. I know the thoughts, the limiting beliefs you have. So the second choice you have is that you don't watch this video, and that you basically come back here in like 3 years from now. You see, like, fuck, I wish I actually watched this video 3 years ago, and that would have saved me at least 300 hours of my time, if not like 1,000, 2,000 hours of your time, right? Those two options are what you have right now. So make a decision right now. Which person would you like to be? The person that's actually will be able to watch an entire video like this, because I know it's going to be long, right? An entire video like this. Or do you want to become the person that isn't going to watch this because he thinks that, it's a little bit long, blah blah? What do you want to be? The choice is yours right now. If you can't even watch a video on how to fix your habits, which is literally the cornerstone, it's the basics of everything in life, it's the basics of your business, the basics of everything, right? If you can't even watch a video like this, then you don't deserve to make money. Without further ado, I just want to say, let's hop into the video. I don't know, I say let's dive into the video or something like that, and I'll see you there, bro. You need to realize that everybody wants to make money, and your problem is not the process or the output. But what's then the problem, right? The problem is the person behind the business. The problem is the fucking input. Think about it. The input is the problem. So what's the input? The input is your productivity. Who are you? You are the person behind the business. If you are not functioning, your business is not functioning. You need to realize that everybody in the entire world, if they would be able to snip their fingers, they would want to make 10K a month. Of course they would. They would want to make 1K a month. Of course they would. But the problem is that nobody is adjusting their life to their businesses. Because think about it, bro. When I would put a camera in your room right now, when you were like working, right? Would I actually see that you would be working, or would I see that you would be fucking edging, you were standing up, you were going to do something else, you were going to your fucking email to check out your email real quick, your notifications, you had your phone on your desk, you're distracted by all these notifications. These are the things that we need to fix first before we fix anything else, right? So this is why I made the first letter of the asset framework, the A. Well, it's of course because the first letter of the asset is an A, right? But I needed to make it about your habits and your productivity before anything else, because this is the biggest constraint for you to make money online. It's not your business model, it's not anything like that. It's you. Okay? So as Sam often said, you don't have business problems, you have personal problems that manifest in your business, and this is so fucking true, bro. Okay? So my guarantee for you in this course is that this is not some random course that you happen to click on. I guarantee that this is not some random course that you see online. I understand that your time is valuable, and this is why I want to make a promise to you. Because unlike the other courses, I guarantee you that you'll quit and build habits consistently if you follow the advice that I'm giving you right here, right now. The problem is, and this is going to be a big problem, that you're not going to take action. I know that some of you are not going to take action, while some of you are. So if you want to, because you want to be like a big businessman, right? You want to make money online and all that stuff. Yeah, you're a gangster now. Everybody wants that. But what is separating you from the 99% of people? What do you think is going to separate you? It's the amount of action you take, bro. It's the amount of action that you take. So I want you to give a agreement with me here right now that you're going to take any actionable step that I give you. So even if I tell you clean your room or put off the notifications on your phone, I want you to do it, even though you might not really understand, even though I'm trying to make you understand, you might not really understand it or something like that. I still want you to take my advice no matter what. Because I made money online and you didn't, right? So I probably know things that you don't know. First, what I want you to do is I want you to understand dopamine. Because dopamine is a motivational hormone. What that means is that every time that you feel motivated to do something, it's because of this little hormone, one little hormone called dopamine. So the more dopamine you have, the more motivated you are to sit down and do the fucking work, right? But dopamine is limited. Dopamine is a limited hormone, which means that you can't spend it on whatever the fuck you want. Because that means that at some point, you're out of dopamine. However, the good news is that we can actually get your dopamine up, and so even get your motivation up more than the 99% of people, right? But the bad news is that it can actually also be lower than most people. So what you need to realize is, if your life is perfect already, you don't need any of this bullshit to make you happy, right? You don't need video games to make you happy. You don't need junk food to make you happy. You don't need social media to make you happy. You don't need any of this shit to make you happy, right? The only reason this is going to make you happy is when you're not happy already. So their dream would be from these evil companies that you will be addicted forever so they would make a little bit more money. But we're not going to let that happen, because I know you've got these big dreams to make more money, right? I know you've got these big dreams to have an impact on the world. I know you want to quit. And I'm here to tell you absolutely fucking can, bro. But let me ask you, do you think that video games, junk food, social media, all these things are going to help you making money? Of course not. Because let me tell you, bro, imagine you have two guys, right? One guy doesn't do drugs, he doesn't play video games, he is not on social media, he doesn't drink. But then you have this other guy who's playing video 1 hour games. He's still sorry, playing video games 1 hour a day. He still has social media, but he doesn't really look at it, just sometimes. and he's just coping a little bit. Think about business. Who do you think is going to win? Of course, this guy is going to win, right? So if you're still watching porn, if you're still eating junk food, if you're still on social media, if you're still doing any of these bad habits, then your competition is going to fucking destroy you. And it's not that they're going to win and they're going to take like, oh, maybe they're going to take like 40% extra. Nay, that's not how it works, bro. They're going to take at least 100 times more of the money that you were supposed to make. Because you are busy playing video games whilst they were working. They were messaging the client that you were supposed to get. And now they get the client. And they spend it on a watch whilst you could retire your mom. They spend this money that they acquired on a fucking watch. Because you were too busy playing video games. Mm. Again, bro, they know they fuck you up. But they don't give a fucking shit. So are you going to let them? So here's what happens when you quit, right? You become way more present. Your confidence will increase like fucking crazy because you start to think like, oh, if I can. This is what I had, right? I was like, oh, if I can quit all these bad habits that most people can't even quit, then why wouldn't I be able to make money that most people can't even make? It's kind of like a winner effect, right? Once you win at one thing, you win at everything, if that makes sense. So you will get way better mental health. You will just become way more happier, all that stuff. Your physical health will literally increase, all that stuff, right? And about the presence, think about this quote. When a man's value is no longer measured by what he does, by his finances or social standing, how does he determine his worth? In our new world, a man's presence, his depth of awareness, is the most valuable asset. So yeah, man, that was it. Thank you for watching this first part of the course. And there's only more beautiful things about to come, right? That's all I'm gonna say for today. Thank you. Yeah, man, I literally wish I knew these things that I'm about to show you earlier, bro, because they can save you hella fucking time, bro. I can tell you that right now they're going to save you a lot of fucking time, alright? So, yeah, man, I would highly recommend you watch every single part of this course. You're just going to stick through all of it because it's going to be insane, bro. It's going to save you hours of your time. Because imagine, think about this. This course about habits alone, it's probably going to be 2.5 hours or something like that, right? Now, if I could only save you 10 hours of your time, would it be worth it? It would, right? But that's not my guarantee. My guarantee is that this course is more going to save you like 1,000 hours of your time, right? So isn't that going to be worth it? Of course it would. So yeah, man, I would highly recommend you just watch through the entire course, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bro. Let's talk about willpower right now. You see, before we start, I just want to explain willpower real quick, mm, because you need to know that you can't solely rely on willpower. You can't solely rely on discipline. Even though so many people online say like, "Oh, yeah, I'm so disciplined," this that. Truth be told, you can't solely rely on willpower. However, the more willpower you have, the faster you will make progress. Because if you will be able to resist it once, you'll be able to resist it more times over and over and over again because of the winner effect, right? We spoke about that in the last video. So, how do we actually increase willpower? The first thing that I think I've not even written this down, but what is very important is, for example, when you're watching porn, I don't want you, like, if you get the urge to watch porn, right? If you get the trigger to watch porn, which you will get anyways, you will always get the urge. What I want you to tell yourself is, I'm not the guy who watches porn. I'm not that guy. If you have the urge to play video games, I want you to tell yourself, I'm not that guy that plays video games. I'm not that guy. I'm not him. I don't play video games. And now you're literally telling yourself affirmations. Do you realize that you're telling yourself affirmations? And you're way less likely to do the bad habit. Crazy, right? I also want you to see it as something dirty, very disgusting. For example, when you see junk food, I want you to think there's cockroaches in it. If you're watching porn, I want you to imagine what's happening behind the scenes, all the like dirty, I don't know what's behind the scenes, but the dirty directors, and they're all like all faking it and stuff like that. With video games, I want you to imagine how fucked it is to play. I want you to imagine the companies trying to get you addicted, and are literally getting you addicted. Also, I want you to admit you're emotional there, because there's no logic answer to why you're actually doing the bad habit, right? If you're doing the bad habit, there's no logic answer for you to why you're doing it, which by extension means that you're emotional. Also, stop fantasizing about it. So, this is something that really served me well. When I wanted to play video games, what I didn't do is, oh, I started thinking about how good it would be to play Fortnite with the boys, and how fun it would be to play and all that stuff, and how good I would be and all, and those kinds of things, right? This is not going to help you if you think about what it will be like to play a video game, or to be on social media, or to watch porn or stuff like that, and you're literally fantasizing about it every single time. You're way more likely to do the bad habit, right? This is literally, by the way, this is scientifically proven as well, with the marshmallow experiment. I already talked about this, but they also had another experiment where they said to one group of kids about just normal, and the other, they told them like, why don't you just start fantasizing about eating the marshmallow, what it would feel like to actually taste the marshmallow in your mouth and stuff like that. These children were way more likely to eat the marshmallow. Also, I want you to think positive. So again, they did this study. They had three groups of children. I think it was three. So they had one group of just the normal children, nothing. They did nothing with them. Then they had another group where they told them like, why don't you just go and think about some very negative experiences, right? So I don't know, maybe just some bad experiences. And then they said to the other group of children, why don't you just think about the positive experiences when you were on the swing and your parents were like pushing you on the swing? Um, those positive experiences. The first group, they were just normal, right? I don't know the exact numbers. And then the second group, so with the negative thoughts, they were so so much more likely to eat this marshmallow. And then the third group, they were able to resist it way easier, just because they were thinking about positive things. Also, I want you to watch more videos to infect your subconscious mind. This is an actionable step. This is literally, I made a video. I don't know how long it was, but where I exposed all these companies. I said like, oh, porn is wants your money. Social media, they know they're fucking your brain up and stuff like that. And I kind of made it a war, right? A war between us and these evil companies. You might thought like, oh, this is so useless to watch, blah blah. But here's the thing: I'm infecting your subconscious mind, and I'm saying like, oh, these companies, they don't give a fuck about you. We should hate these companies, and this is the negative effect that porn has, and this is the negative effect. And now every time you relapse, you will feel even worse, which by extension means that because a habit is it's created by cue, so the trigger, the craving, how much you want it, the response, so how easy it is to do the bad habit, and the reward, right? This means that every time you're doing the bad habit, you will feel fucked. So your reward will be very low, right? Your reward will be negative. Every time you're doing the bad habit right now, you will feel fucked. You will feel negative about doing it. And this is very good because now you're infecting your subconscious mind. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch at least two videos of people where people just explain the negatives of the thing that you want to quit. So it could be, for example, you want to quit porn. I want you to watch at least two videos of people explaining how bad porn actually is for your brain. Okay, bro. Okay, let me actually make myself a little bit smaller here. So basically, I've spoken to a lot of people who made multiple thousands a month, right? And I noticed they all had one thing in common. Like literally, they had one thing that all of them told me. This is the mindset that you actually need if you want to make money. And I know this is not a video about money yet. However, this is a mindset that you need to adopt for these habits as well. This mindset applies to habits as well, right? So what they said is making money is so fucking easy, bro. I don't know why I've spent so much time trying to figure out how to make money because it's so easy, bro. Oh, making money is so easy, bro. And they're fucking right. It is so easy. So why not use this with habits as well, right? I genuinely believe that habits are very easy to master and get rid of. And if I'm in a rut, I could get out of a rut within 3 days, no problem. I genuinely believe I see myself as a master of habits. I genuinely see myself as the master of habits. I know I can tell myself, like, I know, I know that if I want to adopt a good habit right now, I'm consistent with it like this. Like, for example, I started doing a exercise at night, right? It was called Effort Success Progress. And I think I've been doing that for 2 months, 3 months right now, I think. I've never missed a single day. Never missed a single day. And this is because the belief that I have that I'm very consistent. So I don't want to, if I believe that, I don't want to be the guy that doesn't align with the beliefs he has, right? It's all about your self image, bro. As I said before, your beliefs determine the thoughts and emotions you have. And the thoughts and emotions, they determine if you take action or not. The action creates the behavior creates a lifestyle, and the lifestyle creates a success. So if you want the outcome, like as I said before, everything has cause and effect, right? If you want the effect of doing the good habits, being consistent, but also quitting the bad habits, then you need to have the cause. And this is the belief that you can actually quit and that it's so fucking easy to quit these bad habits and that it's very easy to stay consistent and build these good habits, right? So let me actually tell you my story on how I quit vaping, because every single time I wanted to quit vaping, I got to day three every single day, right? I s- I got to day three, I relapsed. I got to day three, I relapsed. I got to day three, I relapsed. Then sometimes I got to day one or two, but I would almost always get to day three and then I would relapse, right? Then I was like, oh, the tension is building up so much, I can't even hold it anymore and stuff like that. And then one day I reached day four. And when I reached day four, after that, I never ever relapsed and ever again. That is crazy, right? Just because I got to day four, my self image changed, my beliefs about myself changed. I was like, oh fuck, I actually got to day four right now. So right now it's easy. My beliefs changed about myself, my self image changed. And I quit vaping completely. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to change your identity. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to change your identity soon, right? And you need to realize because you might start to think right now like, oh, but how can I change my identity to somebody who doesn't fab if I just relapsed 5 hours ago, right? How can I tell myself I'm not that guy? But here's the thing: identity is non-binary and it's relative. Everything in life is non-binary and relative, right? Except for gender. You only have a male and a female, but for the rest, everything in life is non-binary. Okay, so if you tell yourself like, oh yeah, I'm not a fapper, I don't fab, I'm not that guy that fabs, and then you relapse, who tells you after you relapsed that this wasn't the last time? Maybe this was the last time, bro. So now your identity can change to the person who doesn't relapse anymore, and the person who's making a lot of progress and all that stuff. Bro, the reason, like the fact that you're actually watching this course already shows me that you want to quit, you have a desire to quit. You're watching a course hours long about how to quit an addiction. It shows me that you're committed. So this means that you are committed, which also means that you will be making progress. Even though you might not see it right now, you are making progress. And you need to realize it's relative to other things, right? So for example, one fapping one times let's put it with video games. 6 hours a day, playing 6 hours a day of video games might not seem like, or sorry, might seem like a lot to many people, right? But to me, when I was playing 12 hours a day, 6 hours seemed like very little, right? You see how everything is relative. So, what I want you to do right now is I want you to always keep your promise to yourself. You can't not keep a promise to yourself, because as a man, you need to keep promises to other people, right? But why not keep your promise to yourself? So if you really tell yourself today, like, I'm not going to relapse, I'm not going to relapse, I'm not going to relapse, you need to keep this promise to yourself. Of course, you can't suddenly think like, oh, I'm going to be the most productive guy ever, and I'm going to take a cold shower today, meditate for 1 hour today, and I'm going to read 10 books today, and I'm not going to fap anymore, I'm not going to play video games anymore, I'm not going to be on social media anymore, all in one day. Of course, that you need to be realistic with the promises that you make to yourself. And then after a specific time, your self image will change to the person that actually keeps all the promises to yourself. And now, when you think like, oh, but I'm that person that keeps his promise to himself, so I can't relapse anymore because I made a promise to myself to relapse. If you become the guy that keeps the promise to themselves, it will be very hard to actually not keep your promise to yourself. It will become so much easier over time, bro. All right, so let's talk about trial by fire. This is something that I learned from my mentor Charlie Morgan. Um, he says you have a dragon, right? You know the story of the knight who is going to kill the dragon to save the princess, right? You need to realize you are the knight, and there is a dragon, and this dragon is the thing that's holding you back. It's your addiction. It's, for example, fapping. Fapping is your dragon, and your dragon will come with a lot of forms of resistance. It will come with doubts, procrastination, fear. You have so many limiting beliefs. You might start to think like, oh, I'm only going to play 1 hour of video games, it's fine, blah blah. You might think like, oh, no, it's good if I have social media on my phone because I'm not going to look at it anyways, but I still want to have it on my phone. Or, oh, I don't need to put my phone on a color filter or something like that, right? You might say like, oh, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do this. And you need to realize it's all resistance. If you have doubt, it's because of resistance. If you procrastinate, it's because you feel resistance. If you have fear, it's because you feel resistance. Everything that's trying to hold you back is because of the resistance. And the only way to actually kill the resistance is by doing the work, by doing the work that you're supposed to do, by doing the work that you are meant to do, right? It's like a battle between you and the dragon, right? And the dragon is kind of like your younger self. You want you want to be like this is where you are right now, right? You are a person right now that is doing the bad habits, and you want to become the guy that is not going to do the bad habits, right? And in order to become this guy, you need to kill the this guy that says that he is the person that does the bad habits. You need to kill this version of yourself and become the new version of yourself that isn't doing the bad habits, that's very productive and all that stuff. The road to actually get there, there's a lot of resistance on that road. And what you need to do is you need to go straight forward anyways. You need to take the road anyways, even though there's a lot of resistance. So if you have any doubt right now, if you have any fear right now, all of that stuff, right? You need to realize it's all because of resistance. So let me actually give you another actionable step right now. I want you to hold something in your hand that's around 1 kilogram, right? So just grab like 4 books or something like that, or something, or grab your water bottle or something like that, right? And grab it and stick it out for a couple of minutes. Okay, then what I want you to do is I want you to f- be conscious of the actual, like, like you will feel pain in your shoulder, right? Then what I want you to do is I want you to observe your mind, because your mind will start to come up with so many different things, like, oh, it's fine if you just stop sticking out your hand. It's fine if you let go of the books right now. It's fine if you stop right now. This is useless. Your mind will come up with a lot of different excuses, right? But you need to realize it's all because of resistance. You can let the thing that you were holding in your hand go, by the way, but but yeah, man, you the only way to actually kill this resistance is by taking action. That's the only way. I wish I could sit there and tell you like, oh yeah, there's this funny way to do this. The only way is by taking action. If you, for example, this is a skill to train as well, right? But this is not something for now, but for in the future. If you think like, oh, I don't want to meditate for 2 minutes today, and you have so many limiting beliefs, you have all this resistance building up, you have doubt, procrastination, fear, all that stuff. You think like, oh, it's this is not me anymore. Why am I even doing this? All that stuff. The only way to kill it is by doing it anyways. Um, in the future, you might even like double it on purpose. So for example, what I'm doing right now is when my mind is telling myself like, oh, you don't need to meditate today, it's fine if you have one day off and stuff like that, I'm fucking doubling the amount of meditation that I'm doing because I want to shut off the voice in my mind that's telling me I shouldn't be doing this, right? So this is kind of what it looks like, right? So you have a goal, so this is to quit procrastination. This is like the princess. This is your current self right now, and this is your younger self. And your current self, so the guy that doesn't do all these bad habits, is in fight with your younger self who still did the bad habits, right? And your younger self will fight back with a lot of resistance. So as I already said, this is doubt, procrastination, fear, limiting beliefs, telling yourself like, oh, I don't need to do this today, oh, this is useless, and all that stuff, right? And the only way you can combat your younger self is by doing the work. Rule number one: never fucking delay. Also, um, the more progress you actually make, the more resistance you will feel. So when I stopped playing video games, I had such a big headache, bro, because my dopamine receptors were literally fried, right? I had every single day I would have such a big headache for around a fucking week or something like that, or a couple of days. Um, I had so many thoughts that literally told me like, bro, please go back to playing video games, then your headache will be away and stuff like that. Please play video games, do this, that. Never fucking give in. But also with a good habit, imagine you want to start meditation, right? Don't delay. Don't tell yourself like, oh, I will do it in 10 minutes or I will do it in 1 hour from now. You're not going to do this, Brian. You know that. So let's talk about a rot right now. You need to realize everything is relative. You know what? Let me actually talk about a rot in the next video. So imagine I had a Kit Kat on my desk, right? How likely am I to eat it? Maybe like 25% or something like that, right? If it would be in my face every single time, every single day, day in, day out, at some point I will feel very hungry because I'm fasted for 20 hours and I might start eating it, right? But without having this Kit Kat on my desk, the chance is 0.00001% that I'm going to eat this Kit Kat. And that's the power of our environment. The only change here is the environment. It's because the Kit Kat is now not on my desk anymore. The things that I'm about to show you might seem very extreme, but I've never seen anybody my age make money whilst not living extreme. You need to be fucking extreme, bro. You need to be fucking ruthless if you want to make money. Because who's the second fastest man on earth? You don't know, right? Because Usain Bolt, I already said it, but Usain Bolt won by 0.01%. And now he gets 10, 100, even 1000 times the results of the second fastest man on earth. So you need to realize these small changes make so big results that you cannot not do it, if that makes sense. I guarantee you these things will help you like nothing else. So there's a quote from my mentor Charlie Morgan, and it says like, if you don't sacrifice enough for your goal, then the goal will become the sacrifice. So I've got an actionable step for you right now. Look at all the things that you actually need on your desk and remove the rest. Here's what I have on my desk. I've got a PC, a mouse, and a keyboard. So just things you need to have those three to actually work, right? So I've got a PC, a mouse, a keyboard, and I've got water on my desk, and I've got a plant on my desk. Besides it, I've also got pen and paper. For example, if I want to take notes or if I get some random ideas in my mind or something like that, then I want to write them down. So I've got pen and paper, and that's it. Also, this is funny. I also got these recently. So this is just for my wrist. So I keep them on my desk as well. But for the rest, I've nothing else on my desk, bro. I've got my PC, mouse, keyboard, water, plants. Plants are very good for your mental health and stuff like that. Um, pen and paper. That's it. So I've got an actionable step for you. I want you to remove all social media from your phone right now. I'm talking Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I want you to remove all of them right now. You don't fucking need them on your phone, bro. Your phone is not designed for you to text people on Snapchat, on WhatsApp, on school, on Instagram, on Facebook, all at the same time. Who- You can just text people on WhatsApp. For example, with Snapchat, right? I see a lot of people who say like, "Oh, I really need to text people on Snapchat." You don't. Just make a post, make a story, and say like, "Oh, Royce, I'm going to delete Snapchat. Here's my phone number if you need me." You're real. The people who are actually real with you, they will text you on WhatsApp. The rest, they don't give a fuck about you. You're just a number. You're just the snap score that they want to get up. With TikTok, you don't need TikTok, bro. These TikTok companies, they're fucking evil. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your mental health. You need to realize TikTok is destroying your potential. I have zero respect for everybody who has TikTok on their phone. I can't help but lose respect for them, right? They've got YouTube. I'm literally a YouTuber telling you to quit YouTube because you can just watch YouTube on your PC or something like that, right? You don't need YouTube on your phone. Then we've got Instagram. You don't need Instagram. Again, bro, like uh, ask tell me like what do you need Instagram for? Again, if you want to text people, send them your phone number. That's it. You don't need Instagram. It's all instant gratification, bro. Yesterday, I didn't even grab my phone until 7:30 p.m. I went 12 hours of being awake without my phone, and I can tell you right now it feels fucking amazing. I've never been this productive in my life, bro, just because I remove all of these, right? Facebook, you don't need Facebook. Random little games. Like if you have some random little games, like I don't know, Heyday or something like that, just fucking delete them, bro. Like how how do you expect to network? For example, imagine you're on a network event with big people, right? And you can finally meet millionaires and stuff like that. Um, they see you have Heyday on your phone. Do you think they are going to network with you? Of course not. Delete these apps, bro. You're not a little kid anymore, right? So, as I said, this will remove the queue and add some friction. Because right now, imagine you still want to watch TikTok, right? What you need to do right now is remove the queue so you don't see TikTok on the phone every single day, every single time, every single second, right? And it will add some friction as well because now if you want to watch TikTok, you need to go to the Play Store, download it, wait until it's getting downloaded. Then you need to fill in all your details about your account and stuff like that, and then you can finally watch your little TikTok videos. So this will remove the queue and add a lot of friction. Very fucking powerful. Actionable step. I want you to put all your notifications off, and when you grab your phone, you don't want the light to appear automatically. Imagine I would sit here making a course for you, and every 10 minutes there would be like some notification, ding ding, like I my course would fuck up. But also, if I would just be working, if I wouldn't even make a course, I would be fucked up as well, because your productivity, you can't be productive if you hear that notification sound every single fucking time. Ding ding ding. Fuck that shit, bro. Also, I want you to delete the notifications. So you already deleted all the apps, right? You deleted Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff, right? So you're not getting notifications from that app. But for WhatsApp, what I want you to do is I actually want I even want you to remove the when people send you a WhatsApp message, you can like see it, right? If you're on your phone and people send you a message, you can see it, right? It will like get you will I don't know how you say this, bro. It will appear up and you can click up and then you will get to the message automatically. You don't want this notification as well. If you're on your phone, you don't want these notifications. You want to be on WhatsApp when you want to be on WhatsApp. And I do want to say though, when at some point when you're going to remove all these things, oh sorry, when you remove all these things, um you only watch be on your phone for like 30 minutes a day, some people will get angry at you and they start to say like, oh, why don't you respond that fast anymore and stuff like that. But you need to realize they're trying to hold you back, they're trying to hold you down. And also, if you don't delete these apps just because of FOMO or something like that, you need to realize people influence your decision more than you influence your own decision right now. Because be honest, bro, you want to become productive, right? You want to make money, you want to retire your parents, you want to live the free life that you see everybody living, you want to quit your job. This is the action required to do that. um Deep down you know you actually want to take this action, you want to remove all these things, right? However, you're not doing it yet because one, you feel resistance. We already know how to kill resistance, but two, you're scared what other people might think of you. And this is, are you genuinely going to let the opinions of other people going to hold you back from making money? That's my question for you. And if the question is no, then you should delete these apps right now. I know it's going to be difficult, but you never wanted the easy life anyways, did you? Your phone should always be out of sight when you're working and the notifications should be off. So look at this, bro. My phone is right there somewhere. If I'm working right now, it's not on my desk or something like that. I can't see my phone. This is very powerful. Also, as I said, notifications, bro. This is so important. You can't, I guarantee you right now, if you want to become productive, you can't be productive if you have your phone notifications on. Guaranteed. If you have your phone notifications on, I can't respect you. If imagine we're in a networking event or something like that, right? And I hear your notifications going on, ting, 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 every single time. I'm not going to network with you. I genuinely can't help but lose respect for that. People who have their notifications on will never experience what it's like to get into a flow state. Guaranteed. So if you don't know what a flow state is, you know when athletes say like, "Oh, I used to get I when I was in the zone, I became so much better," or something like that, right? It's the same with business. At some point, you will just be locked in, and all you will be focused on is your work and the thing that you're actually doing right now, and taking action. And this is called a flow state. But you will never be able to experience this amount of focus. Your focus will literally be 500% more. But you will never be able to experience this focus if you have your notifications on, because imagine you will just be getting in the flow state and then you have this notification ding, you will be out of focus immediately. You'll be thinking like, oh, who's that, who sent me a message, this, that. You're not going to focus anymore, bro. Your brain will start to go to the phone instead of on the work. This is the single most important thing that has helped my productivity. Putting your notifications off. Please do this. I lose respect for everybody that has notifications on. Screen time. I always thought I wasn't that addicted to my phone. I always thought like, oh, maybe I get like 3 hours a day on my phone or something like that. But then exactly 1 year ago, I downloaded this app called Stay Free. And it showed me that I spent 8 hours a day on my phone. On the first day of downloading it, I was like, oh, nice, I download this, cool. There was a tip from Iman Godzi, and he said like, oh yeah, just download the app, blah blah. I was like, all right, I will download it. It's probably like 3 hours or something like that. 8 hours a day, 8 fucking hours a day. First I started making excuses, right? Like, oh, this is only today. Normally I don't have days like this and all that stuff. But then I realized it was the truth. I was fucking addicted. That's when I went all in on reducing screen time. And I saved 350 over 350 hours this year, because it took me a little while to actually get rid of my screen time addiction, right? But it said that it reduced like 250 hours, but right now I think it's even more. I think it's more like 500 hours or something like that. It's a long time ago that I looked at these statistics, right? But I think right now it's more like 500 hours that I saved. You need to realize time is something that you will never get back ever again. Sure, you can make more money, you can get a better physique and all that stuff, but there's one thing that you will never be able to get back, and that's your time. Do you really want to spend your time on your phone? Imagine you tell yourself, okay, 1 hour of my time is worth $100 or something like that, right? Would you literally spend $100 to just watch 1 hour extra of TikTok, or to spend 1 extra hour to be on Snapchat or something like that, right? Of course you wouldn't. So the actionable step for you right now is to download the Stay Free app. Like, again, you might feel resistance to this. You might think like, "Oh, I'm not really that addicted to my phone," stuff like that. I had the same, bro, until I downloaded this app. So please download this. Just being aware of how much time you actually spend on your phone makes you so much more likely to reduce your screen time. It's not even funny anymore. Please download this app. It will really, really be beneficial to your screen time. All right. Actionable step number two: put the color filter mode on and make it gray. Why would you make your phone all these different colors? All these apps, they are trying to get your attention, right? Oh, I make it green, so maybe you will click on my app. Oh, I will make it like black because maybe he will click on my app. Oh, I will make it yellow because maybe he will click on my app. I don't want any of this. This is the easiest way to make your willpower stronger. Like, bro, I can tell you right now, if you download the Stay Free app and you put the color filter mode on, you delete all these apps, I guarantee you your screen time will be 1 hour or below in 3 to 6 months from now. All I use my phone for right now is WhatsApp with my family and some friends, and the timer for meditation. That's it. I use my phone to text people and I use it to time my meditation. That's that's literally it, bro. That's insane, right? Because I don't need it for anything else. Sure, sometimes I might go on Google and search for like school because I need to send some people messages on school or something like that. Fine, right? However, most of these people that I really want, like that I really want to help, I got their phone number. The people on school, I got their phone number, bro. Like my friends and stuff who I made on school, I got their phone numbers. Now let's talk about the environment of your computer, because you might think like, oh yeah, with phone it we're done. No, we're not, bro. Let's talk about computer right now. So let's talk about school and YouTube. I want you to turn off all notifications on school. You don't want to be you sorry you Oh yeah, so you don't want to be laser focused and then suddenly get a notification from school, because your competition will literally destroy you. They will buy a car with the money that you were supposed to retire your parents with, just because you wouldn't didn't want to put all these notifications off. Turn off all notifications on school right now. So what you need to do is you need to go to school, then I think it's settings, then notifications, and then you put everything off. You don't want this sound to appear, bro. If, like, imagine you're like very focused, right? And you got some a school tab open on accident, and you're very focused, you have got the earplugs in, and you're ping, like, your focus will be destroyed. But also, just when you're working and oh shit, um you have the school tab open or something like that, you don't want to see when people send you messages. You don't want to see like, oh, this person sent you this message, this and this. Also, when you're watching a course on school, you don't want to be distracted by this ping sound, right? Besides that, you should only have one tab open as much as possible. So for me right now, I've got three tabs open because I've got the presentation tab, the Loom tab, and the school tab. So if I if I stop the presentation, I will get the Loom link and then I will post it on school immediately, right? So for that, I need 3 tabs open. I don't want to log into it every single time. But if you have like 10 tabs open, you don't need that. You're not working at 10 tabs at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So why don't you just close these tabs? More focus for you, bro. So let me also tell you about YouTube on your PC, right? I want to give you another actionable step. Download the following extensions for YouTube. Unhook. There's this extension called Unhook. By the way, I will link it in the description, but I hope I will like if I don't sorry if I forget about adding these extensions to the description, please send me a message on school or something like that, and I will fix that shit because yeah, man, I will probably forget about it. Then we have YouTube YouTube thumbnail hide. You don't want to see thumbnails on YouTube. They're all trying to get your attention, trying to make you watch their video and stuff like that. You don't want these thumbnails. You don't want to see these thumbnails, bro. And this is coming from a YouTuber, bro. I wish more people would click on my YouTube videos, sure, but I think it's an unfair way, especially when you're on NoFap and you see you're watching these NoFap videos with the thumbnails of half naked girls and stuff like that. You will get more triggers, bro. And as we've already seen, triggers will result into you relapsing, right? Another extension is called hide latest YouTube performance. This is just for if you're a YouTuber, right? So when I log into my YouTube right now, I see nothing. I literally see nothing. It's just a black page. That's it. I have the search tab and some like side extensions. I don't see thumbnails, I don't see titles, I don't see nothing, right? I don't want to see that shit. Anything else? When you open a new browser, you don't want to see the fucking news. So this is well, it's not an extension for your computer, it's a setting for your computer. When I open a new tab right now, I don't see the fucking news because I don't want to see the fucking news when I open a new tab. I don't care about this person marrying this person. I don't even fucking know them. I don't care about the Kardashians doing like some random shit in Paris or something like that, or this person getting humiliated by this person shitting on this person. I don't care about all of this drama, right? Fuck that shit. So what I did is I removed everything except for the search bar. When I open a new tab, all I see is a picture of I don't know some fucking mountain or something like that and a search bar, right? That's everything. Also remove all apps that you don't use on the begin page and remove as much as possible there as well. Essentialism is key, bro. Remove all these apps. So let's talk about the people in your environment. Because I know this sounds fucking harsh, but I want you to cut off all the people that don't align with the person that you want to become. And this is one of the most difficult things to probably do for you. Sure, you can download these extensions and stuff like that, but actually cutting off people, I know it could be very hard for you to do. However, I already told you it's not going to be easy. I already told you it's going to be hard, and you watch this course, which means you decided that you want to take the hard path of making money to make it easier for yourself later on, right? You become the sum of the five people you spend most time with. Why would you want to spend time with people who are trying to hold you back, trying to drag you down, trying to prevent you from making money and stuff like that? If they're still doing bad habits and they don't want to quit them, cut them off. So of course, if you've got friends that are still addicted to porn or something like that, but they really tell you like, oh yeah man, I really want to quit those bad habits and stuff like that, sure, keep them. That's good, right? If they're trying to push you forward and trying to grow alongside you and are like genuinely happy when you have wins and stuff like that, sure, please keep them, right? That's a friend for life. However, if they're telling you like, bro, please come play video games with us, please, bro, why don't you just play some extra video games with us? Why? And they talk about how they relapse on porn and stuff like that. They tell you you're weird for not being on social media and stuff like that. Cut them off, bro. Tell them like, fuck you, I don't want to be around you anymore. Of course, yeah, in a little bit of a more humble way, maybe, but you get the point, right? If they're talking about fapping, for example, your subconscious mind will take notice and you'll be 10 times more likely to relapse. So, for example, I used to work at a snack bar, right? And the people there used to actually talk so much about fapping and all that stuff. Um, I could never quit fapping. And then I stopped working there. And the month after that, I quit fapping. All right, bro, before we talk about habit stacking and routines and all that stuff, I just want to say I know we did a lot of actionable steps in the last modular or the last videos, right? I genuinely know that only 1%, maybe even 0.1% is actually going to take action upon what I just told you in those videos. However, these people will be the people that will become successful. These people will be the top 1%, top 0.1% that will actually make money and retire their parents and buy their own dream cars and be able to go on holidays and be able to quit their jobs and stuff like that just because they were doing the actionable steps required to make money right now. How can you not take advice from somebody who already made money and literally made a full step by step program for you to do so? So I know some of you may not have taken action. That's completely fine. However, you need to realize you're sacrificing your goal. And the people that actually did take action, I just want to congratulate you because you're on amazing fucking path, bro. So let's talk about habit stacking and routines right now. This is the tribe leader morning routine, right? You gotta wake up at fucking speed. You heard the alarm, you get angry, you this is my morning routine. I heard the alarm. I grab my phone. I put the alarm off, and I jump outside of bed. I jump out of my bed. Speed is key, bro. Speed is key in business. Speed is key in waking up. Speed is key everywhere. Speed is perfection. And this is not just because, oh yeah, you save yourself like 5 seconds. That's not the point. You need to realize your morning dictates how the rest of the day will look like. The first couple of actions you take will determine how the rest of your day will look like. If you have a solid morning, then the rest of the day will be fucking solid as well. But if you just have an average morning routine, oh, you just procrastinate a little bit, you just lay in your bed for just a couple of extra minutes because you want to be a little bit warm and a little bit cozy, then this will manifest in the rest of your life as well in your business. There's this quote from Sam Ovens that says, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you procrastinate on laying in bed, you will procrastinate in your business, you will procrastinate in doing habits, you will procrastinate in everything else. If you delay waking up, you will delay everything. Also, bro, how do you not want to wake up? Think about it. Would you rather lay in bed sleeping than waking up? That's insane, right? Then you also gotta fix your sleep. You need to lay 10 hours in bed in order to get 8 hours of sleep, and you need 8 hours of sleep to be energized. Um, then it's easy to jump out of bed. Take a cold shower immediately. You wake up, take a cold shower, bum bum bum, speed. You don't even have to take a cold shower for like 3 minutes or something like that when you start out, right? All you gotta do is take a cold shower for 2 seconds, feel the pain of 2 seconds of a cold shower, and try to make it a little bit more every single day, right? You can do that. I guarantee you can do that. Cold showers, bro, they're fucking powerful because I already spoke about dopamine a little bit, right? You know that when you have more dopamine, you feel more motivated to do the work and all that stuff. When you take a cold shower, when you're doing cold exposure, your dopamine levels will skyrocket. But not just for the time you're doing the cold shower, as for example with video games, the only time your dopamine skyrockets is when you play, and then after that it will go down. The thing with cold showers and stuff like that is you take the cold shower, your dopamine will, I think it was a 400% increase, but I'm not sure. Or like a two times increase or something like that, right? Two times increase in dopamine, bro. And it will stay that way for the rest, for like 5, 6, 8 hours or something like that. Like insane amounts. Like how can you not suffer these couple of seconds, couple of minutes to get more work done and to like your work more, so you will be able to, you will be feel more motivated to do the work next time, just because all you did was hop on the shower for a couple of seconds. Now you will also feel more clean and stuff like that as well, right? If you just wake up and you start to work, you don't really feel cleaner. I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I want to feel ready for the day when I'm working. I also never work in my sweatpants or something like that because then I just feel lazy. I don't know, maybe this is just me, but don't work in your fucking pajamas or something like that. Then I take some morning sunlight. If the sun is out, sometimes I wake up before the sun is out, so yeah, then it will be hard to take sunlight. But when the sun is out, just take some morning sunlight. Just go outside, watch watch the sun. Don't look directly at the sun, but just look around you a little bit. For example, if you just look at the ground, you need to know that the sun is up. It shines on the ground and the ground reflects the light in your eyes, right? You don't need to directly look at the sun, this will hurt your eyes and stuff like that. The reason I take morning sunlight is because it will set my sleep rhythm, it will boost my testosterone, which means I'll be more energized and I'll be making more money. And there's a lot of like fun, like these small little things, like I know it will help your sleep. It will help your anxiety. It will decrease your anxiety levels, decrease your impression depression. It will boost your mental health. It will make you more happy. It will even boost your immune system, your physical health, all that stuff, right? As I said, your testosterone, your sleep. You will be able to fall asleep faster just because your rhythm will be set by the sunlight. So basically, what happens when you take sunlight, it will be in your eyes, your cells will be activated. There's something called red nets, I think they're called. You don't really need to know the names, but the cells will be activated and they will send a signal to a place in your body that releases melatonin, and melatonin sets your internal clock. Your melatonin, you release melatonin when you want to sleep. If your body says like, "Oh, I'm tired," it's because you just released melatonin. So when you get the morning sunlight, you will activate those cells, and then I think it's 16 hours later you will release melatonin and you will be tired just about when you're about to go to bed. You will feel tired and you will fall asleep way faster. That's beautiful, right? If you struggle with sleeping, like sleeping fast, I don't know how you say that. With sleeping fast, yeah. If you just want to sleep faster, just try this. It's a life hack. And then I meditate. I used to meditate for 20 minutes a day. Now I reduce it to 15 minutes a day because I don't really see any differences between 15 minutes and 20 minutes. So I might as well do 15 minutes, right? That's it. That's the morning routine I have. Then I just start to work for like 4 hours straight and then I eat. I don't eat before I work. I don't check my notifications before I work. I don't do any of this shit before I work because I want to be focused on my work. If, for example, if you have food in your mouth, in your stomach, you like digesting is a very, if not the biggest system that's going on inside of your body, right? And digesting takes a lot of energy, but also mental energy, but also just physical energy, right? So that's why I don't eat before I work. You need to think about, for example, your ancestors, right? Think about your ancestors. They would wake up and they would start to hunt food, and only after they hunted their foods, they would eat it. You can't eat food that you haven't hunted yet. Breakfast is a fucking myth. Breakfast is invented only a couple, I think it's 200 years ago or something like that, just because they wanted to make more money. You see how everything everything depends on money, bro. So I don't eat before that. Like, this is also very healthy. I will lose more fat whilst doing so, because if you're fasted, you will lose fat on autopilot. Why not? Why wouldn't I, right? So yeah, man, you will lose fat, all that stuff, very healthy. Then I eat like some big meal after I work for 4 hours, and then I get to work again. Yeah, so as I said, I'm doing deep work fasted. I don't look at the notifications. This is a very important point as well. If you look at the notifications, your mind starts to think like, oh, what is he up to? What is he up to? And oh, this person said this, and you won't be concentrated on actual working. Every time you look at a notification, we spoke about mental coins already. Every time you look at the notification, your mental coins will decrease. So, for example, you start out with 100 mental coins in the day, right? Every single notification that you see, your mental coins will decrease by 5 coins for every single notification. You don't want it to do this, bro. Then I've got an evening routine as well. So what I write down is the lessons that I actually learned that day. So I don't know if I watched a course or if I read a book and there's something very valuable information in there, or I spoke to a friend who gave me some good ideas or something like that. I write down the lessons of the day, right? Then I do effort, success, progress. So I write down all the efforts that I had to do that day, things that I didn't feel like doing, but I still did them anyways. Then if I've got some win, for example, I sold a program to somebody or something like that, I write it down as well. Just a quick win and the progress. So here's where I will write down every single thing that I did to make progress, right? So this could be watching a YouTube video that will align with the goals, or even right now you're watching this course, that's progress. You're progressing towards your goals. If I'm reading a book, I will write it down. If I worked, I write it down. If I took a cold shower, I'll write it down. Everything, bro. Well, the cold shower will probably write an effort because I hate cold showers, right? But yeah, and then we've got gratitude. So I just write down like 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. So for example, I'm grateful that I'm living in a warm house. I'm grateful that I have food in my stomach and that I'm not hungry. I'm grateful for the people, for the person that actually made this microphone that allows me to record videos right now and allows me to help people change their habits and change their lives, change the trajectory of their lives. Beautiful. This is beautiful, bro. Like you can see right now, this is making me smile already. And then I write down the goals for the next day, right? So I write down 1 to 3 goals that I want to accomplish for the next day. I don't go to sleep until I accomplish these goals. Most of the time, it's only 1 or 2 things because I want to keep things essential, right? So this is how I managed to make this course in 4 days. Because the first day I was like, all right, I need to make this outline. Then the second day I was like, all right, I need to write down a couple of things that I want to do, blah blah. Then the third day I was like, all right, today I want to have all the slides done. Then the fourth day I was like, all right, I need to record this shit. Bum, 4 days, bum bum bum, speed. It took me like 84 hours, easy. Then I do some failure visualizations. So this is very fucking powerful. This is something that I learned from Andrew Huberman. Um, Andrew Huberman talks about how you shouldn't really visualize your success. You shouldn't visualize yourself being successful and all that stuff. He says that doesn't really help because then you will release dopamine and you will feel like you actually achieved it already. But the dopamine will get, like, you will get the feeling that you already achieved what you want to achieve. So why would you work? Like, for example, imagine your ancestor, right? Why would they hunt food if they would have all the food already that they ever would want, right? It doesn't make sense. However, you can do failure visualizations, and these things are so fucking powerful. So imagine I really fucking hate cold showers. I can tell you that right now, I really hate them. So for me, I've got a lot of resistance toward taking cold showers, right? So what I can visualize then, I can close my eyes, I can visualize hating to go to this cold shower and really feeling all this resistance toward taking a cold shower, but taking it anyway. This is what I want for you to do. What I want you to do as well. I want you to think and visualize the resistance that you will be feeling. Maybe it's with the bad habits. Maybe you feel a lot of resistance towards, oh sorry, you really want to watch porn or something like that, right? What I want you to visualize then is really feeling this big urge to watch porn, but you're not doing it fucking anyways. You're still resisting it. You're still using your willpower and everything to not do it. We already spoke about the winner effect. And your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. This is why you wake up sweaty when you have nightmares or something like that, because your mind doesn't know what is real and what is fake. So your mind thinks right now, like, oh, I'm actually resisting these bad habits. I'm so good in resisting these bad habits. And it will think that you already resisted all these bad habits already. So if you did it already, why wouldn't you be able to do it again, right? So you will resist it again. These failure visualizations are very fucking powerful. I can tell you that right now. Please try them. Like, try them for a week, see how it goes, and I guarantee you will see results. That's it. Just try it with only one habit for, just try to visualize only one habit for 2 minutes only, every single day. See how it will work. I guarantee you it will work. All right. Okay, bro, let me actually show you how I would go about making a new schedule if I were to start from scratch, right? So let's take Wednesday, for example. You make this. The first thing that I would always start with is, if I were you, is sleep. I've never seen a sleep scheduler or like a sleep expert who really knows what he's talking about, not talk about the importance of having a clear sleep schedule, right? That you do every single day. This is something that you should be doing every single day. Um, that you should be consistent with every single day as well. So for me, I go to sleep at, oh fuck, I'm going too fast. All right, okay, wait. So you click on the white thing, right? Then the first thing you do is you add a title to it. So you say like sleep, for example, right? Then here you can adjust the timing. So for me, I go to sleep at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 8 a.m., right? Now what you want to do is you want to do this every single day, right? You go to bed and all that stuff at the same time, right? So I would say so then you do it daily and you click on save. So now when you go to to Thursday, yeah, you go to Thursday and you see like this block is all sleeping, right? Then what you want to add is, oh shit, I don't know, like why this is so. All right, but anyways, then what you want to add is, I don't know, like you need to do your morning routine, right? So maybe if you're in school, your morning routine is different than when you don't go to school. That could be the case, right? So what I then recommend you do. By the way, I make this red. You don't really have to make this a color if you don't want to, but I will go about it later. But anyways, what you then want to do is, for example, if your morning routine, like you should now set a time, like how long do I think my morning routine will take me. I would say always think that it will take you longer than you actually expect, right? So for me, probably 45 minutes. You do the morning routine, all that stuff, and now you only want to do it, for example, only from Monday to Friday, right? Because then it's different. Maybe, I'm not sure. And you click on save. So now what you will see is that every Monday, like every weekday, basically you have a morning routine, right? But now on Saturday, you don't. So now oh shit, what I recommend you is make it for the weekdays. Have a morning routine as well. But this one may be like a little bit different. So maybe it only takes you half an hour to get ready and get to work, right? What you then want to do is click here and make it custom because you want to make it on Saturday and Sunday, right? Repeat every week, blah blah. That's it. Bum dum. Mm. By the way, I would highly recommend you edit in here. You start doing it at the day that you actually start, because right now what you can see is, okay, sure, it is. I put it here, and all the weeks after this it will be there, right? But it won't be here because I set it here. If that makes sense, I don't know, but oh, by the way, if you go to settings, what I highly recommend you do as well is make the time format. Change the time to your to your actual time, right? So for me, I live in the Netherlands, right? I should have said this earlier, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie to you, but yeah, man, I live in the Netherlands, right? So let me actually, fuck. Yeah, here. That is Amsterdam time. Because now what you will see is the times are actually different. At least I think so. I'm not really sure, but let me see if it changed. All right, luckily it didn't get different. But yeah, man, I would recommend you do that. Then I don't really use any of this stuff, all that stuff. All right, so then what I want you to do is think about what you want to do next. So for me, after my morning routine, I want to fucking work, right? I don't give a fuck about anything else. I want to work. Maybe you work from 9 to 1, right? 9 to 1 is work. So then this is might only you might only be able to work in the weekends because you can't work when you're at school, right? Then you click done. I highly recommend you make this red. Now, the reason I make these things red is because I said it I'm busy. People can't schedule a call with me when I'm in my deep work session because when I'm in my deep work session, I want nobody to disturb me. I don't want to schedule calls with people in my deep work session, right? So, boom, that's done. Also, you can choose right here if you want to be notified on your phone when you like 30 minutes before the task you do. I don't want to be notified. So I click that and then that's it. All right. So now you work. Then what you do after that is you probably go eating, right? This is at least what I'm doing. So I'm eating after that. Bum. And I'm still busy when I'm eating. So I don't want to schedule calls whilst I'm eating, right? Then what I do is I make this again on Saturday and Sunday, right? This is just like some random example that I would do if I were to be in school, right? Then after that, I do some things like I brush my teeth and all that stuff, brush, take a shit, notifications, all that stuff, right? You make that red as well because of course you're busy when you're when you're taking a shit, right? You don't want to take a call when you're taking a shit. You know what I mean? So then after this is where people can actually schedule a call. Then what I would say is if you eat at the same time every single day, you can add it in here as well. So that would be every day, of course. So this then would be daily. I would highly recommend you make this red as well because you're busy here, right? Boom. Also, you could make sleep red. I decided to go with a little bit of a different color than red because wait, let me yeah, so because I don't want I don't want my entire calendar to look red. And now you see you have some open space, right? These open spaces are for people where people can book calls with you. This is like shallow work that you can do. You can just accept calls. You can hop on group coaching calls. You can do random stuff. You can go, I don't know, do random stuff, right? Random. Let me actually. I think I call this like books, courses, shallow work, or like calls, courses, shallow work, or something like that, right? Like I call it calls. So then here it's the same thing again as well, of course. Calls, courses, shallow work. By the way, what I realized is that actually the times did change. Shit. Yeah, man. So fuck, the times actually changed. So now I need to do everything. All right, let's just pretend like this this is like the actual schedule, right? So this, by the way, this is a lesson that if you do this first, please do this first because you don't want to adjust your entire schedule to this. Because as you may have seen, I actually used to start my morning routine at 8, right? And now it's to 9, so it's 1 hour later. So now in here you might be able to schedule calls. So you might have a call with John, with Jan. I don't know how you pronounce this name in English, but you might have a call with Jan, and um, I would recommend you make this like a random color, right? Like black or something like that. Now, I do want to say when you just send people over to your Calendly, Calendly will automatically add this to your Google Agenda if you add your Google Agenda to Calendly. So that would be fixed already, but maybe you have a group coaching lecture. You give a lecture to a group, for example. This is what I'm doing sometimes, right? I make this purple and then I make it 1 hour and bum done. Also, it's very important that you schedule this as busy as well. Then what else can you add to your like if you like this is this is basically what my calendar would look like. This is how I fill my calendar up. Then when I have like group coaching calls from other people, so Q&A calls or something like that from other people, then I make this more of like a flamingo color, flamingo, yeah, flamingo color. I make this more of a flamingo color because this is something that I don't really have to visit. I don't really have to visit these calls, but it would be nice if I would be able to visit them, right? So maybe the call is like taking 2 hours and I can join after that. Then also, for example, you might want to do a workout. You might want to do a workout today, so you can schedule a workout there as well. Personally, what I would do is I would make this not busy. So fuck, not busy. So I would personally do when I have something that is not busy. So but I still want to do it and it's still something I want to do. I would make it another color. In my case, it's green, doesn't matter which color. So then what you want to do is you want to make it free because now people can still book a call with you, even though you wanted to do a workout. Now when people schedule a call with you here, you just make the workout 1 hour late, right? It doesn't really matter. If you go to the gym, however, then maybe I would say like schedule a little bit more time to the gym. So maybe make it like this and then say gym. That's it. Now I want you to add your night routine here as well. Night routine. And your night routine, of course, it's busy, right? Your night routine is busy. So then what you do is you make it red. This is literally how I schedule my days. This is how, and then some people might start to book calls here and stuff like that. However, if you don't have, oh fuck, let me actually go here. However, if you, oh fuck, huh? What? Oh yeah, yeah. So I actually forgot to do this, but you want to make this on the Saturday and Sundays as well, right? Bam, bam. Because it's just way more. I know I say it. It's way more. Oh, you want to make it free, of course. Fuck, I'm fucking in love right now. But yeah, man. Anyways, you want to make it way more easy for you to actually navigate it. Now, when I go here, you can see if I make this like the Saturdays and Sundays as well, then you can actually see I've got this entire schedule for the next day and the day and the week after that and after like months after that as well. That's pretty sick, right? Let me actually go here. Yeah, so and then these are things that just come up naturally. So these are just things like calls, workouts, all that stuff that you want to add to your calendar maybe every single week. Maybe when you tell me like, "Oh, I want to go to the gym every single time at the same time at the same like at the same time," then you can make this daily or something or maybe custom and you do this like let me actually yeah, so maybe you want to make this every weekday or something like that, right? Now it's on, yeah, so you see now it's on the weekdays. Now, what if you have school? Because I know a lot of you are in school still, right? So now school times change a lot. So, for example, on Monday you might have school from 9 to 9 to 1 or something like that, right? Or maybe from yeah, 9 to 3 maybe. You might have 9 to 3 at Monday. So then what you want to do is you want to make this every single day, and you want to make it weekly on Monday, of course. Common sense. Maybe make it a different color. To do. You want to set it on busy. Make sure to make it busy, and then you say it's school, right? Bam, done. Easy. So this is when you have a thing that's actually every day. You want to make it this and the following events if you want this for every single event, and if you want to only change this event, then I will talk you about it later, right? So for example, maybe this Monday the 12th, i I have a free, like, my school stops at 1 p.m. for some reason. Maybe I don't know, the maybe it's a holiday, or not a holiday. I don't know how you say it, but maybe it's just a day where you only have school until 12, right? You don't want to click on this because then it will say that you have school from 9:45 to 12 every single day, every single Monday. But that's not true. It's only this Monday. So then you can do only this recurring event, right? Mm, but now let's say you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's the same time. You have to go to school at the same time and you stop at the same time, right? So maybe it's like something like this from, yeah, so it's from 9 to 4, right? Or something like that. What you then want to do is you want to make it custom again. I say like it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Bam, done. Or maybe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? Done. And I say school again. And you make it the same color as last time, and it's bam. Also, take notice of the time that you have to drive to school. You have to come back to drive, all that shit, right? Maybe you want to eat something. Just if you come home, you want to eat something. Um, that takes you like 30 minutes to do as well. So then you need to fix that shit as well. And now people can schedule calls with you here, right? And then on Thursday you have even a different time. Maybe it's like you have a very short day. It's only like this. School. Bam. Now you want to make this on weekly on Thursday. Bam, that's it. This is how you schedule. This is genuinely how you schedule. So now you, oh shit, let me actually make it food here. This is literally it, bro. This is how you schedule. It's like I could be making like some very fancy stuff with scheduling, but this is literally how you schedule. Then if you want to see the entire week, this is what we have for the week, right? You see, the weekends are more like free. Then what you could do, for example, here is make, oh shit, make this part like shallow work. I don't know. You get the point, right? You get the point how all of this shit works. Then you make it this shallow work, this shallow work, this shallow work, and that's it, bro. This is literally everything that you need to know. This is how I schedule my days. And then the blue parts, I know people can schedule calls with me. The red parts, people can't schedule calls with me. The yellow parts, I have to be asleep. All that stuff, right? This is so fucking beautiful, bro. Also, you can use this as a reminder as well. So, for example, when you're a lot on your phone, right? And you think like, oh fuck, I'm so much on my phone. I don't really want to. I really want to start meditating, but I don't really know how. You can just, what you can do is you can say the meditate. You make this for like from 1:30 to, I would say make it to 1:45. Even though you might only meditate for like 5 minutes, you still need to go to your bed, set the things up. You want to take more time than it probably would take you, right? Bam, that's it. You say meditate, and then what you want to say is notify me like 15 minutes before, or one day, or like 1 hour before, or something like that, right? And you can even you can even like you can even spam yourself with the meditation or stuff like that. Or you want to do a workout and you keep forgetting about doing the workout. This is literally how you can get a trigger, bro. This is how you can get triggers. Bam, easy. Now, I just realized, by the way, where's my why? Wait, where is my camera? I don't know. But anyways, also I would recommend that if you, for example, when you look at my calendar, it's always full. I never like says I never have something where I don't know what to do. And the more specific the better as well. I try to be as specific as possible when I'm scheduling things. So for example, I make a work task right here, but then I make another task. I make like kind of like a task bar where I say like, oh, I want to really finish the course. This is way more specific, so you're way more likely to actually do this, right? Maybe you might call this eat my eggs or something like that, right? Then you have here like I would highly recommend that you clarify actually what you want to do. So for example, don't like of course it's good to put your calls and courses and all that stuff, but what I would recommend is make it more like, all right, every single day you want to know what you specifically want to do. So maybe you want to watch a course, you really want to watch a course for 2 hours here, right? So that could be 4:30, bam, course, and you make it a little bit of a different color to stand out, bam, done. Then here what you want to do is you want to read a book, read, bam, done. Now you start to look at the time every single time you schedule all this stuff, you start to look at the time like, all right, now 30 minutes later I need to do this and this and this. This is literally what the military does, this is what other schools does, this is what every like all the disciplined people are always doing, bro. This is literally the secret. I gave it to you here right now, the secret. Now the other thing is, let me actually see. Yeah, what I said, as I said, like you really want to schedule. Oh, there you go. There I am again. You really want to schedule every single minute, right? That's very important. You want to schedule every single minute. Every single minute you should be busy, and the more specific the better. So, for example, you might not say I want to watch a course. You might say like I want to watch a habit course from Luca. Bam. Now you know what you're going to do. Now you fucking know. You're not reading a book, you read the book. Read Astro Generations. Now you know what you're going to read. You see how powerful this is. You might not like you might clarify what course you're going to finish, all that stuff. Most of the time when you're making a course, you know what course you're going to make, right? But yeah, man, this is highly recommended by what I do. So then you might in the gym you might even say like I'm going to do leg day or push day or like all that stuff, right? Here's the same. Like I don't want to repeat myself over and over and over again. But yeah, man, that's what I recommend them. Let me see if I got anything else. Yeah, man. So this is, oh shit, this is what I recommended you add to the course. Then school, gym, sports. Yeah, man. So for example, if you have kickboxing here, you need to schedule that out as well, right? So for me, kickboxing, it takes like around 3 hours because I need to go there. That's like 30 minutes. Then I need to I need to kickbox, of course, so that's like 1.5 minutes. Then I need to go back, and that's like 30 minutes drive back. But also, sometimes it could take a little bit longer for kickboxing to do, and I also need to go there. So I would probably schedule 2.5 hours just for kickboxing, and then after that I need to eat. Then I can't go to the gym anymore, so I need to remove this event. Then it's more like this, and then this is what it would look like. So then I kickboxing. This is literally how I schedule my days, bro. And then I need to eat after that. And then after that, maybe I want to reply to a couple of messages on school, email. Maybe I want to finish the course. Doesn't matter, bro. And then I do my night routine and then it's done. Bam. Easy. So, yeah, man, if you have a job, you might want to add it in there as well. If you have other occasions, maybe you have like a holiday coming up. So maybe you already know right now, like, oh, on Thursday, 27th, I've got a A birthday. You can edit already, bro. Easy. Then people can schedule a call with you. You don't have to cancel the the calls with the people that you scheduled because you need to go to settle. Suddenly, you need to go to a birthday. Now, no, people already know like, oh, I can't schedule a call with him there, so they're not going to schedule a call with you. Easy. Calendly is very fucking powerful. This, bro. This is why I love Calendly so much. All right, then yeah, man, I just want to say, like, seasons change, right? When seasons change, action changes too. So, for example, right now, I'm really in a season of work, season of business, right? So, my actions, the action that I'm taking, are more designed to actually work. So, you can see when you go to my actual calendar, I don't really have, yeah, I know it's in Dutch, but I don't really have a lot of sports and stuff like that. Most of it is it's work, 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 calls. That's it. But however, when I, for example, when I would be more in a seasonal fitness or something like that, maybe I would work a couple of hours less, and then I would say gym here. I would make this gym or something like that, right? And then I would make it from here to here, something like that, right? Now, of course, you need to you need to know if you're a coach. People still need to schedule calls with you, right? So don't make it too overbooked. But yeah, man, that's what I highly recommend. The another thing, yeah, man, a warning. This is a very important warning because scheduling can be really fucking useless if you don't stick to your schedule. And this is literally what I used to do. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a commitment right now that you will stick to your calendar no matter what. Here's how. You check it the first thing in the morning, and you literally add to your habit tracker. This is what I used to do when I scheduled my habit tracker, and I was like, sorry, I was like my Google Agenda. I made the entire Google Agenda, all that stuff, and then I was like, oh, I am not even active on my Google Agenda. I don't even use it. And then I became a coach, so I needed to fix the Google Agenda. You can't become a coach without Google Agenda, basically. So then I literally added to my habit tracker, oh, I need to check my Google Agenda. And this is such a fucking easy task, bro. I highly recommend you do this first thing in the morning. Yo, 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 bro. So, in the end of this video, I've got some special surprises for you and things you can download and all that stuff to speed up your progress even more, right? However, I first wanted to talk with you or to you, I don't know, about the pyramid of learning because what we've done right now is I've given you a audio and a visual presentation, right? What this means is that you will learn, or at least you will retain 20% of the information that you actually learned in this course, right? Isn't that sad? Think about it. Don't you think that's kind of sad, or I don't know? Imagine you could learn like way more. That would be way better, right? So I was literally thinking about this. I've literally been thinking hours about the best way to kind of do this, right? So I don't know if you would like to do this, but I was thinking maybe we could do something like a discussion group. So you will remember at least like 2.5 times more, right? But also I don't know how you can practice by doing. I still didn't find a way, but I was also thinking maybe you could just reach out to other people and within tribe leaders and you could just teach them. Maybe you could make a post in tribe leaders and you just kind of teach the biggest lessons you learned from this course. Maybe you want to give a lecture yourself, which maybe would end in a discussion group as well. And maybe you just give a lecture about the things that you actually learned within this course. Because let me tell you, bro, this means you will remember 4.5 times as much information. Imagine you could learn 4.5 times as much information as your competition, bro. That would be crazy, right? Now, the same with the discussion group. I know this is not 4.5 times, this is 2.5 times. But still, that's insane, right? So I was thinking maybe I could host a discussion group, or maybe you could host your own discussion group within tribe leaders or something like that. Um, yeah, man, I think that would be actually very sick to do. Now, I also wanted to show you something which I call the road ahead of you. Let me actually put myself here real quick, because I know I told you to cut off all your bad friends and all that stuff, but I actually want to kind of show you why this is. Because look, here's the thing, right? You are here right now, and if you want to quit your bad habits, you need to be here, right? It's like there's a path. Fuck me, a path. All right, amazing. A path from A to B that you need to go on, right? Now, imagine you still have your old bad friend, right? You're trying to make progress, 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 and your friends tell you like, "Oh, bro, just play some video games, bro," and then you snap back to try and make some progress. Bro, you don't have TikTok. Are you weird? You try and make some progress and progress and progress. Bro, just eat some fucking junk food, bro. You try and make some progress, some progress, some progress. Bro, you have your grayscale filter on. Are you weird? You try and make some progress. They snap you back all the fucking time. You're trying to go up and they snap you back all the fucking time, bro. Now, what if there was another way out? What if instead of going like this all the time and you feel like you're making progress, but you actually don't? What if there was a path more like this, where you still relapse sometimes, you still make progress? So you still relapse, you still do all the. Sometimes you do some bad habits, but you're making progress, bro. And then at some point you're here. Wouldn't that be way better? This is what happens when you cut off your old bad friends. Now, I do want to say this is not a an easy journey to go on. All right, because this is probably the place where you will be kind of lonely. You won't really have a lot of friends in this place. This is what used to be with me, right? I used to have a lot of friends here. I cut them off all because they were fucking me over. Then I just went in a through a place of sheer solitude, sheer loneliness. But then I made money, and now people I kind of have credibility right now, right? So now I can add value to other people, which means that people literally I'm literally making plans to live with people. I'm meeting people IRL, all that stuff, right? But you need to kind of trust the process. You need to go through a period of sheer solitude and loneliness. And if you don't think it's worth to sacrifice kind of like your social life a little bit more in order to make more money, I don't know if you're actually the right fit for making money. Now, of course, I'm not saying you should go all in on solitude or something like that. Maybe you should could still go to the gym and something and speak to a couple of people there. You have a gym buddy, something like that. But I think you should cut off most people, bro. Just like I did. Even I, it's funny. I got a friend right now, or a friend from when I used to be in school, right? So I think that's like 6 months ago, and he sent me a message like, "Yo, bro, I'm trying to start my business. I want to get your help." Blah blah. I don't even respond anymore because I know he doesn't want to see me good, if that makes sense. So yeah, man. Of course, people can change and all that stuff. So yeah, maybe I should give him a second chance, but I don't know. Now, I want to give you a way to make new friends, and this is something that I do to actually network my way to the top as well. How I network with people that are kind of better than me, if that makes sense. You know what I do, bro? I add value to them. Because what you need to realize is that business and friendships and everything is just value. You People pay you because you give value in business, but it's also with friendships, right? People want to be around you because you give value to them. Even when you say like, oh, but we don't have deep conversations or all that stuff, you're drinking together, you still add value to them because you're saving them from loneliness. You're giving them a good time, which is valuable to them, right? So how I add value to people that are kind of higher than me is I just send them a video that really helped me out. So for example, I've got this video from Charlie Morgan Trial by Fire that most entrepreneurs kind of know about, right? So I don't really send that to most people, but I know that Sam Ovens had a podcast with, I don't know, some girl, like 3 hour long podcast that, I don't know, it to me it was like insane value, right? So this podcast, I'm sending this to people when before I even send them a message or something like that. And I think that you should do the same. Now, of course, don't copy mine, but you could do the same with Discourse as well. If you think like, oh, I want to network with people, or I want to make new friends or something like that, you could send them value, bro, and you could send them this course. You could of course also send them other courses if you think they really help you out. And also, like, people will just like and respect you more for it. People associate the value from this course with you. All right. Now, if you like this course, I've got something else for you as well that you might want to consider. It's called Tribe Leaders Mastermind. In there, I do like group coaching calls. I've got courses about mindset, about coaching, about all that stuff, right? I'm answering your questions one to one. I respond way faster to DMs there as well. Sometimes I don't even respond to people on my DMs. So yeah, man, I think you would really like it there as well. So just also you can just send me a message if you want to be part of my one-on-one program. I think like the prices, I'm going to increase the prices like crazy soon. So yeah, man, if you want to take part right now, I would highly recommend you do that. Then we've got networking on steroids. I already told you about my tactics. So yeah, man, like I genuinely think that if you send them this course, they will associate the value with you. So they're thinking like, oh fuck, he's actually smart that he's sending this. I don't know. It's kind of like a bias, I think, because they know you watch the course already, right? So they know you kind of have the knowledge, if that makes sense. Now, also in the description below, I will put a habit milestone checklist. And yeah, bro, also we've got an after picture, right? So with this after, you already know you took your before picture. In this before picture, you might have shown like, I don't know, you might have shown your face was maybe a little bit puffy, or you had a lot of acne or stuff like that, right? Maybe in the second picture, in the after picture, you actually look very fucking lean. Your face looks very fucking angular. Let me try and draw an angular face. All right, yeah, man. So your face looks angular. You feel way more masculine. Maybe your abs are even showing and all that stuff. So in this after picture, just share a W with the boys, bro. Because you're not only inspiring yourself, you're not only inspiring other people, but it's also good for you as well. Because now people are going to respond to you and all that stuff, so they kind of hold you accountable to not slip off again, right? And now people can even want to engage with you as well and all that stuff. So that's I think that's fucking beautiful, man. This makes me feel so fucking purposeful, bro. That I've got a community where we can just share so much value with each other, but also just where we can make friends, we can learn faster, we can share our W's. I think that's amazing, bro. So yeah, man, I would highly recommend you share your W's as well. Also, if you have any questions, please ask them in the community as well. Um, yeah, man. I think I highly recommend you share your wins, bro. Now, the last thing I need to say about this course is that I really appreciate you for finishing the first part of the asset framework. I really appreciate you for finishing the first part of the asset framework, and I actually want to thank you for that. Because, bro, I can tell you there's an amazing road ahead of you. I know you've got these big dreams of making a lot of money and all that stuff, and yeah, man, I think you're starting out amazing. I think this is a great way to actually start, bro. And I just want to kind of congratulate you and tell you that you have an amazing road ahead of you. And I know that even though a lot of people don't believe in you, I fucking do, bro. And even though all these evil companies from Silicon Valley and all that stuff, I know, even though they're trying to hold you back, while you're trying to go up, they're trying to hold you down. I know, bro, that you have the potential inside of you to fucking quit. Because what you need to realize is that everything is possible within the laws of physics. Everything is possible, bro. You can fucking quit, and I know you will. These companies are not going to fucking control us, alright? We're starting a fucking movement against these companies. We're going to fight back. They're trying to punch us in the face over and over and over again. They're trying to jab us over and over and over again. But we're not going to let them. We're ditching all their fucking jabs, bro. We're ditching all of it. And then at one point we're ditching all of it, and then at one point we come with the cross. And they're fucking done. Then they're fucking over. Alright? We're going to start a fucking movement against these companies that know that they're holding you back, but don't give a fuck because they want to make a little bit more money. We're going to fuck them over, bro. And I genuinely believe that this community, this brotherhood, this tribe will change the future of humanity. We're going to crack, we're going to put like holes in their system. We're going to crack it. We're going to fucking destroy them. We're starting a fucking movement, bro. And I want to thank you for taking part of this movement. This is only the beginning.